offer a number of different services to my client, essentially under the guise of project management. And we want to understand, okay, what do I need to be successful? Do I need to create some courses? Do I need to create a social media campaign? Do I need to put some ads out? What is it that's going to help us to get in front of the people that we want to be in front of? And depending on what that looks like, that could be, retreats or workshops. That could be different consulting services. I can help them with a number of different things. I can help them with their web presence. I can help them with their branding. I can help them structure courses or workshops or retreats. As business owners and as entrepreneurs, we know that this is a lot of work that goes into building our business and building our brand and just helping the people that we want to help. This is the dream that I had for myself. Now let's make it a reality. When you give people the tools that they need to be successful, they make an impact. And when you see people making an impact, that's how you change the world. So how do we figure out, how do we convey, this is my passion, this is what I want to do. Now, how does that look on paper? And how do we actually bring that to life? And how do we make that a reality? And that's what I think is the biggest barrier for most entrepreneurs is there's just so much information. There's a lot of noise that's happening. And how do we cut through that in a way that's really simple and that's approachable and that allows us to just do what we want to do. We want to do things on our own terms. I want to create something where I have flexibility, where I can, for myself, it was about reclaiming my culture, bringing that in and embodying that as a person and individual and helping other people do that as well. Asking for help is one of the most critical components of being successful in life. Mentorship has made such a critical difference in my success because there are people that have walked the path before us and that have the information, that have the knowledge, that really understand what it is we need to be successful. And I promise you that there's mentors that are available that are willing to help teach the next generation. The Indigenous financial institution I worked with is Aboriginal Business and Community Development Centre, where I access their grant and mentorship program. IFI has been one of the most integral success points throughout this journey. The mentorship program offered me the clarity that I was missing from my business. They were extremely critical in helping me to get to this point for sure. The role that they played in my success was bringing me to the next level of what my business needed to be and how I wanted to show up. Because I was working with individuals, now I have the opportunity to work with teams, broaden my horizon with consulting. I've created different programs and I've developed a business plan that I wouldn't have done otherwise. Because even though I was successful in my business, bringing back and going to the basic building blocks and just creating a business plan allowed me to really articulate, okay, this is what I want to focus on. This is what I maybe need to put down for now. Because as good as somebody can be at a number of different things, that doesn't necessarily mean that that has to be their product or service. What is it that you actually want to do? You don't need to do 20, 30 things. Sometimes 3 or 4 is enough. If we don't understand what our products or our services are, our customers are going to feel that confusion. And we want to make sure that we have that clarity and we can say, okay, this is who I am, and this is where branding comes in, and this is where it really helps because I've taken my clients, I've built their branding so that they had a clear vision of who they are in the world, and people could understand that as soon as they looked at their content. Entrepreneurship gives us the flexibility to be able to control and do what we want in our lives. And it gives us the opportunity to be able to do the work that really lights us up and that makes us feel happy and that makes us feel like we're really moving towards something and we're creating something that matters. Hey, there's supports out there. I can do this. I can create whatever it is that sits in my heart and whatever vision I have, it's a possibility for me because these supports exist. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm so grateful that these supports exist now as well. And how can we bring more of that into the world? Wow, the future and how that looks for me. That actually gets me emotional. It's really exciting, to be honest, because there's doors that are open that wouldn't have been open before. There's connections that are there that are going to impact the trajectory of my career. There's partnerships that are being created between Indigenous agencies, between individuals, between teams. And I'm walking into a collaboration that's never been done before. I'm sitting at tables that I would have never had the opportunity to sit at. And that's because I'm having the courage to do that. I'm building up my confidence to be able to do that. I'm healing. I'm creating a mindset where I know that I can do this. I can be successful, and I can help other people be successful as well. We don't just show up at a venue and all of a sudden people are going to listen to us. That's not how it works. We need to show people who we are, what our gifts are, what our talents are, and then they show up, right? So, and we have these tools to be able to do that. People just don't understand how to utilize them. And that's where I come in.